morning students, this is Naresh. Today I am going to discuss about the theorem of similar triangles. Very important theorem. According to the public point of view, it is very important theorem. Compulsorily for June 2021, I am expecting this question as a 4 marks questions. Let us see very carefully and enjoy thoroughly. It is very easy theorem. Already we well known about the Pythagoras theorem. What is mean by Pythagoras theorem? In the previous classes we know very well about Pythagoras theorem. In the theorem, first of all, I should tell you one pattern. First of all, follow this pattern. From this pattern onwards, I should later explain about Pythagoras theorem. How to write the pattern of the any theorem. First of all, if you know this one, easily we can write any theorem. Either we have to write basic proportionality theorem, converse of basic proportionality theorem, Pythagoras, and converse of Pythagoras, anything. But now this year we have only Pythagoras and converse of Pythagoras. According to the Pythagoras theorem or any named theorem, first of all we should write on this is the pattern for theorem. What is the pattern of the theorem? First of all, coming for the pattern of the theorem, first of all, is there any name of the theorem? First we have to mention the name of the theorem. For example, I should tell about first theorem, that is Pythagoras. So write the name of the theorem, that is Pythagorean theorem. Next, every theorem we have statement. Next, the name of the theorem is followed by, if there is no name of the theorem, just we have to keep the name theorem. If you have name, we have to write the name followed by theorem. Next, name is followed by, what is the name followed by? Every theorem we have the statement. So next we have to mention the statement. Statement, coming for the statement of the theorem in the textbook itself, how they given in the textbook, we have to follow the same pattern. As easily we have to write like that only statement. Next, in the statement we have two parts. One is the given part and one is what is the required to prove the part. How we should separate the both parts means, in the statement itself given and the next part is required to prove, that is there. What we are using in the question, that one we have to take it as given. What we have to prove totally at the last, that means in the conclusion what we should prove, that's one we have to take it as required to prove that. Okay. So statement we have given, required to prove that. That means next we have to write given. This is followed by required to prove that. Next, after that we have construction followed by the diagram. Now why I am writing diagram and construction? What we are doing the construction, we have to represent in the diagram compulsorily. So we have to mention the diagram. Otherwise we have to draw the diagram at the starting after the statement. But the construction step should be after, required to prove that only. Next, the construction after we have, this is ready to prove. Construction means next step we have to ready to prove. The next step we are going for proof. Last we have to followed by conclusion. That means what we should prove. Hence prove. Otherwise, coming for the Pythagoras theorem, we are already well known about. Pythagoras theorem, what is that? AB square is equal to BC square plus AC square. That is the proof completed. Last step we have to write, we prove this one, that is the conclusion. This is the pattern of any theorem. Now, okay, can you go about the Pythagoras theorem? All are eagerly waiting. I will start now. I will start Pythagoras theorem. What is Pythagoras theorem? very very important theorem. Please listen carefully. Already know very well about the statement of the Pythagoras theorem. What is the Pythagoras theorem? Pythagoras theorem means we have one idea, complete idea in a right angle triangle. That means first of all, already Pythagoras theorem means if you know the statement, either it is fully or halfly, but we have to know in a right angle triangle. You should get the idea about the right angle triangle. First of all, take one right angle triangle. Okay, coming for the statement. What is the statement of Pythagoras theorem? Already we have known about what is AB square is equal to BC square plus AC square. But in that theorem wise, we have won't write like that. Take the right angle triangle. For suppose this is the triangle ABC, so take this is A, B, C. That means here angle B is equal to 90 degrees. Angle B is equal to 90 degrees. Opposite side, this is the hypotenuse. That means what you should do here. This is the right angle triangle. That means coming for the statement. How we can write the statement? Already I told we have to write as easily. That means in a right angle triangle. Right angle triangle. Okay, next. Observe here. Already we have known about AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. But what is mean by AC? This is B. Right angle. Opposite to right angle, this is hypotenuse. That means hypotenuse is AC. That means AC square is equal to, that means hypotenuse square is equal to, remaining we have two sides AB and BC. AB square and BC square, between we have plus. That means sum of the squares of the other two sides. Just we are writing from well known, already known condition. From this one we are writing, just remember that one. Sum of the right angle triangle. Square of the hypotenuse. Square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the hypotenuse. Square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. We completed the statement of Pythagoras theorem. Can we go directly prove for the Pythagoras theorem now? Already told the pattern. What is the pattern? Statement followed by next given. Given. What is the given? In a right angle triangle. This is only given of the Pythagoras theorem. Right, given here. Take one right angle triangle, that is in triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degrees. Okay, this is the given. This is, we have to prove here. So, already you don't require to prove that. Next time, required to prove that. Required to prove that is, what is it? AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Next. Given completed, required to prove that completed. Next we have to go for construction. According to the construction, I will draw more convenient diagram here. Same right angle triangle. Take here. This is angle B. This is BAC. Angle B, right angle. Next. Coming for the proof, we have to construct here on altitude, that is BD. On altitude BD, that is BD is the altitude. That is nothing but a perpendicular line. That is the construction. What is the construction? BD is perpendicular to AC. Now write the construction. What is the construction? Coming from the construction, your drawing, that is the dotted lines is nothing but your construction. Draw BD is perpendicular to AC. Next, everything is ready for proof. Now construction completed. We should go for a proof of the our required theorem, Pythagoras theorem. Now go for the proof. What is go for the proof means? It is depending upon required to prove that. Go for the required to prove that. What is here? LHS and RHS. That means we have to take LHS and we should prove RHS. Or we should take RHS and we should prove LHS. But we have in the RHS, we have two terms. From the two terms, we can get easily one term. Why? Because we have two conditions. From that, we should get AC square. So, I have to use RHS and I should prove LHS. That means AB square plus BC square I should take care and I should prove AC square. Why? Because we can in the LHS and RHS prove, we can take LHS or RHS. For our convenience, we are taking AB square plus BC square. For this, AB square means, that means AB square is the square of the side AB. That means we should get AB two times. For that, I should consider the triangle here. Already here we are getting the altitude is dividing the total triangle into two triangles, that is ADB and BDC. Now I will take ADB is similar to the total triangle ABC. Then understood? I will repeat again. Here total this triangle 1 and 2 it is similar to the triangle above big triangle, that is ABC. It is nothing but this triangle. These two triangles are starting at rather this triangle like this. But that triangle, this triangle, that means this is one, this one. Both are similar. Both are equal also. This is ABC, this is ABC. Just if you turn this triangle like this, we should get this triangle. This one, first triangle, and this is the total triangle, this 1 and 3. Both should be similar. Why? Because in the two triangles, we have to prove the two triangles similar means we use two angles will be equal, then the two triangles will be similar. Why? Because if two angles are equal, automatically third angle equal. Then the two triangles with the help of double A similarity. Double A similarity nothing but triple A similarity. Now take the two triangles. What is the two triangle? In a triangle, first triangle ADB and triangle ABC. Okay, I will draw the two triangles ADB here. Same we have to take ABC here. Now take ADB. ADB means angle D is the right angle. Next ABC. Take here ADB means angle D is equal to 90. ABC means angle D is equal to 90. ADB. So, then A and A both are common angles. That means angle A is equal to angle A. Remaining A and D. We are tracing the triangle. Remaining part is B. Like triangle ABC. AB, this one is C. Now clearly observe here, angle A and angle A is a common angle. So in triangle ADB and ABC, angle A is equal to angle A. It is a common angle. Next, two right angles, angle D and angle B, both are right angles. Why? Because the angle right angle is equal to 90 degrees. So angle D is equal to angle B is equal to 90 degrees. Two angles are equal. Then we can apply double A similarity. Two angles equal, automatically third angle will be equal. Why? Because sum of the two angles should be, other angle will be. Why? Because sum of the angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. We have to subtract from 180, remaining angle will be equal. Both will be equal. Then triangle ADB is similar to triangle ABC. If two triangles are similar, then their corresponding sides ratio equal. Now from these two triangles, I should find out AB square. Now where is AB? Here AB. In the place of AB, in the second triangle, we have AC. That means AB is the corresponding side of AC. We have to find the ratio of the corresponding side. AB by corresponding side AC is equal to. Next triangle, we have to write AB in the denominator. Why? Because it is AB in the second triangle. It is corresponding side of AD. In the place of AD, we have AB. That means write in the place of AB, AD. Now do cross multiplication. Then AB square is equal to AB into AB. AB square is equal to AC into AD. This is equation number 1. Now, same like that, we have to take the other two triangles, that means second triangle and third triangle. What is the second triangle? In a triangle ABDC, comma triangle. This triangle is similar for two triangles. ABC. 1 and 3 we are comparing, 2 and 3 we are comparing. Same, take the two triangles. This one is BDC. Next triangle is ABC. Again, angle C and angle C both are equal. Both are common angles. Why? Because both are equal, these two are common angles. Angle C, angle C. Now angle C is equal to angle C. It is a common angle. Next, these two are right angles. Angle D is equal to angle B is equal to 90 degrees. By same procedure, by double A similarity, triangle BDC similar to triangle ABC. Okay. Now from this we have to find BC square. Where is BC? Here, see, observe. The first triangle BC is the corresponding side of AC. That means BC by AC is equal to, in the next part we have second triangle right here, DC. DC corresponding side is DC. Now do cross multiplication. What you should get cross multiplication? BC square is equal to AC into BC. This is equation number 2. Now go for the required to prove that AB square, here BC square, between we have plus. That means in the equation 1 we have AB square, in the equation 2 we have BC square. Between we have plus, means just add the two equations. What you should do here, add equation 1 and 2. Equation 1 and 2 to add means what you should get? AB square plus BC square. That means AB square plus BC square is equal to, what you should get next? Left hand side we have AC into AD plus here AC into DC. AC into DC. Now in this two, observe here, there AC and AC. AC and AC. Observe in the diagram what is AD plus DC. This is AD plus DC. Means total we should get AC. Now in the place of AD plus DC we should write AC. That means AC into AC. That is equal to, total will be equal to AC square. Now AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. This is the conclusion. What is the conclusion? We have to write here conclusion. What is the conclusion? We have proved AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. This is the proof of our required theorem. I think everybody understood. I should go with the next theorem in the next class. All of you please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.